Interesting to see what the messages have been coming out. I mean, some have said it was the worst thing he's ever released, others saying it's brilliant, but it's really been super polarizing.
We're all talking about this post-George Floyd, this black exhaustion. You're exhausted by it. He's very prolific, so can you imagine how much more exhausted he must be?
I have this pass here. It says, I don't know if you can read it, but "Welcome to America Live." This was the backstage pass for the tour, but it wasn't "Welcome to America Live." It was a totally different tour.
So I think that the reviews are right. I think The Guardian have said it, and a few others, that it is one of his best albums in the past 20 years. I would agree, because there isn't a filler track on there.
Do we really think that he didn't release this album at the time because he was genuinely worried about the reaction to what he was trying to say? I'm really skeptical about that. I think that Prince had achieved a level and had said things for many years that were more politically explosive than this.
We all made fun of like the name Welcome to America Euro Tour because it just sounds so stupid. But like, also the key thing is this shirt, right? It doesn't actually say that on the back. It just says Euro Tour. I'm not going to stand up and turn around.
I'm being very serious. This is Prince as an essayist.
But the idea that he was also genuinely gifted and brilliant in political analysis, in economic analysis, in business acumen.
I fall in the camp of not being super impressed by it. In terms of the packaging and how they boxed it up and all of that is beautiful.
And so I was actually really curious to hear what kinds of similarities and differences I might get between Welcome to America and 2010.
Why is this happening? So
well, maybe the album sucks.
I'm here, so it's not going to be church. It's going to be barbershop. All right.
I really love the close-ups. As a musician, the close-ups are fire, man.
It's a nod to Parliament's Aqua Boogie, where in Aqua Boogie, George Clinton sings that with the rhythm that it takes to dance to what we have to live through, you can dance underwater and not get wet. That the water and navigating through it is symbolic of the navigation that Black Americans have to do on a daily basis in the United States of America. 1,000 light years from here, we can live underwater. It ain't hard. We've never been a part of the country on dry land.
My issue with the DVD is the audio and some of the liberties taken with that audio.
This was very, very, I think, very refreshing to, have that feeling of, I got a new Prince record.
He helped to expose you to a lot of that talent. In a lot of ways, he was an A&R representative.
Agree. One of the things that I liked the most about the promo for this album was the fact that we got to see somebody other than members of the Revolution. And as much as we love the Revolution and we love that era of his music, all of us, are quite aware that there was so much more that he did and so much more that he represented throughout the rest of his career. And there were some incredible, wildly talented individuals who were part of that journey with him.
That one of the things that I truly appreciated about this is that it felt like an album, and it felt like something I needed to listen to as an album. And I've appreciated and listened to it thus far as an album.
Whatever decade of Prince that you drop into, he's doing something really compelling.
They kind of zoomed out to think of how Prince impacted culture more with this one than previous ones that were, here's his personal life and here's from his girlfriend and here's how the house got decorated. I'm like, I don't care about that. Tell me more about how the music got made. Tell me more about the studio sessions.
And the European clear vinyl is actually crystal clear, so that's one more different version.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that one, so thank you very much.
Completely see-through.
That. Yeah. Okay. I got
I'm trying to get one of those.
I got to add that to my collection. And if you haven't had the opportunity to really listen to this on a proper sound system Ideally vinyl if you can. It is a totally different experience. I cannot stress that enough.
But this first version is just sexy as, you know, I was about to say. This first version is just so sexy, and everything that he's saying in it is so just Prince. You know, he's giving you, yeah, he's older Prince, but he's still giving you some of that young boy talking shit. But then he then turns it into this very fully realized version that is still sexy as. I stand in awe, as always, at the man's genius.
I'm not a big fan of the NPG Exodus album or the NPG Gold Nigga album. I'm just not a fan of it. But those are black oriented albums.
Okay, stay with us, Nicolay. Stay with us.